Deku was a son of Zeus. Okay, so we start off going to the doctor with Deku and Izuku's mom. So as we're doing this, the car accidentally gets struck by lightning. And of course, this is Zeus. Accidentally doing this while fighting another god. And Deku's mom sadly dies, only to leave Deku alive. And the doctors think this is weird because he was perfectly fine, in a perfect condition. Like, he could live forever, never get sick. So, they did what they were coming here to do. They checked if he had a quirk, because of course it's kind of weird to see somebody in perfect condition after getting struck by a lightning bolt. So, while they're doing this, they see that he doesn't have a quirk. And they think this is very weird also, because they thought he had a regeneration quirk. So, after hours of doing this, Deku gets sent home. But of course, he's not living with anybody. So he spends years training and seeing if he has a quirk. And of course being sad in the process because his mom has died. So we're going to skip forward to when he's going home from school. And he's going under the bridge. This is when the sludge villain pops out. Now, since Deku trained, he can see him a lot slower. He thinks this is weird because he never saw anything that slow before. So of course he dodges and tries to run away, but the sludge villain catches him. He starts struggling and couldn't breathe, but then he hears a voice. "Izuku, my son. This is your father. Try to create lightning in your hand." As the voice, it completely goes away. Deku, not knowing that was All Might, turns around the corner, saying, "I am here." And he's Detroit smash right into the sludge villain. Deku's freed. And then since he still loves All Might, he asks for an autograph. He opens his book and sees that All Might already left him an autograph. As All Might's right about to jump away, Deku hangs onto his leg, flying there, dropping the sludge villain in the process. So we cut to the rooftop, and we see All Might deflating into Small Might form. Deku says, "Imposter, you're not All Might." And then he has to explain everything, how he was fighting One for All, and how he got that scar. Now, they hear a couple explosions in the distance, and they run over there. And of course, this is after All Might let Deku go. And Deku sees that it's Bakugo. He couldn't let him see his friend die. And in this what if, Deku and Bakugo are somewhat friends. So as he runs in, he's thinking, what about that old man earlier talking to my head? He said, try to create a bolt of lightning. As Deku visualizes a bolt of lightning in his hand, as it just appears. As this is Zeus's power of he can create lightning at will. As Deku runs in and tries to stab him with it. Of course, when he does, the sludge villain says, that won't do anything, as he gets shocked super bad. And he gets knocked out. And then the sludge villain gets knocked out. And we see Bakugo getting really mad at Deku. Because I said you're somewhat friends. But Bakugo didn't know he had a quirk. So Deku runs away, and All Might catches up with him. He said, "Young man, what is your name?" So Deku says, "Izuku Midoriya." And All Might says, "Well, Izuku Midoriya, I want you to become my successor. Meet me at Dagobah Beach tomorrow at 12. As Deku responds in a slightly nervous tone, he says, yes, sir. As he runs home, the next day he wakes up. He sees that Dagobah Beach is like 2 hours away. Of course, he doesn't want to keep All Might waiting, so he runs as fast as he can, seeing that he can run a lot faster than usual. Because Zeus is like the god of gods. He has like every god in him. So this is, of course, the power of Mercury, and the messenger god, because he can run super fast. So as he's running there, he's running faster and faster each time, actually hitting over 100 miles per hour. As everybody sees this, they think he just has a speed quirk. As he gets there, he doesn't know how to stop, so he just runs into the water, crashing. All Might sees this and says, "Izuku, was that you?" And Izuku gets up. He says, "Hi, All Might. You said come here so we can train." So, as this is the 10 months before UA entrance exam, they train and train. Actually, Izuku figuring out how to create lightning bolts at will. Figuring out how to fly. Figuring out how to run super fast. Now, of course, since Zeus is a god, he has good looks. All the girls like him. But the last 2 months of their training, he figures out that he has wings. White wings. White. They're the purest of white. Heavenly white. And as Deku sprouts these wings, it hurts because the bones are going into it and muscles are going into it so he can fly. But of course, he doesn't have to use his wings to fly. He can just fly like that. But, of course, Zeus has wings, so we have to give him those. As at the very end of the 10 months, Deku is a master in hand-to-hand combat and using swords or lightning bolts to defend himself. Very fast, and he's just very fast, and he knows how to martial arts. So as we come to the end, All Might wants to fight him, see how much he's grown. As they start fighting, going for blow, see that Izuku's actually winning. Now All Might thinks this is pretty impressive because he's keeping up with 50% of One for All. So as he's doing this, All Might keeps on amping it up. 55, 60, 65, 70. As we get up to 95%. Now Izuku is kind of struggling. Not very much though, because of course Zeus is his dad. All of Zeus's powers. And Deku, wanting to try harder, makes a lightning bolt, stabbing it right through All Might's left shoulder. As All Might screams out in pain. As he's actually going up to 100%. As Deku knocks him out. As he wakes up, he sees that Deku has healed him. Now I'm giving him this healing power because gods need it. And gods are immortal, so, you know. Sorry. So, All Might asks, "Did you heal me, Izuku?" And Izuku says, "Yes, I figured this out alone at home one night when I was cooking. I figured out that I could heal from my cuts when I just placed my hand on it." Now, of course, this is his healing factor. Of course, this is his healing factor of his own, but he tried it on All Might because, he just wanted to see if he could heal them. And of course it did, but he doesn't know how to control it yet. So he can really heal whoever he wants to. Whoever he's touching, the cut for, more than a minute. So, as they get up, All Might says, Izuku Midoriya, you are way worthy to possess all for one." As he gives him a strand of hair. Izuku thinks this is a little weird because he doesn't like eating hair. But in any case, he does. As Izuku eats it, he feels a rush of power. Like he can do anything. Of course, this is one for all. And the next day, he wakes up super excited because it's the UA entrance exams. And this is where I'm going to end part 1 to What If Deku Was Zeus' Son. Goodbye.